Also, one of the things that we're doing at Homework Hotline is we are doing real world apps, which is a segment on how math or language arts, how they are used in the real world. The questions a lot of times I get from students are, how am I going to use this? Where am I going to use this? Or why do I need to know this? Well, what we've been doing is we've been interviewing some professionals in the community and finding out, well, how exactly do we use math in the real world? A few weeks ago, I visited the fire station here in downtown Denver, and we interviewed some of the firemen to find out how they used math in their jobs and their daily lives. So let's look at the segment of the fire station visit and see how it is that they're actually using math daily. Hi, it's Becca. I'm with the Denver Fire Department Station Number 1, and we're doing real-world apps for math. Hi, we're here today with Captain Pixley and firefighter Mako, and we're going to find out a little bit how their job works and how they use math in their jobs. Everyone knows that a firefighter fights fire. However, there aren't fires all the time. So what is it that you do when there's not a fire?
Well, one thing that we do that a lot of people don't know is that we cook all of our own meals. We'll be cooking up some steaks here today. In the morning, we'll go to the store and everybody pitches in money, and we happen to pitch in $12 a guy. So we have 9 guys times $12 is $108. I made a gigantic salad so we could have it for lunch and dinner. So we'll go to the store and we'll shop for 9 firefighters. So then as you walk around and grab items to put in the cart, you have to have some sort of idea of how much money you're spending. And we have to try and keep it at $108 or less. Rice out of a box today. And then, in addition to that, when you get to the firehouse, you're cooking for 9 people. And on most boxes, when you look, it doesn't tell you how to cook for 9 people. So you have to figure in, okay, so if this recipe calls for this much, now I have to double it plus a quarter. So you have to know things like that to come up with recipes that can feed 9 guys and still taste good. Voila, the meat is ready to be cooked.
So how is it that you use math on other parts of your job?
Well, in addition to the hydraulics formulas that we use with algebra, we can also calculate the weight of a building depending upon the type of materials that we use, and we can also use it on an emergency medical scene.
How can you do that?
And there's a couple different ways. So one way, if I was to measure somebody's pulse, and if I was to use your wrist to measure that pulse, I could count the number of heartbeats in 30 seconds. And to get an appropriate count, I would just double that, and I would tell the doctor that Becca's heart is beating at 60 beats per minute because I got 30 beats in 30 seconds.
So you measure heart rate in beats per minute, but you don't sit and actually measure for an entire minute.
Sometimes, Becca, we don't have that much time, so we try to get a quick count of the heart. So if we can do it in a 30-second time frame, we could get 60 seconds in a 15-second time frame. So I would count the heart for 15 seconds, times it by 4. It would be 15 beats every 15 seconds times 4, and I would have the same heart rate.